Yo, what's going on, guys? So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you 15 different steps on how you can optimize your PC. By the end of this video, your FPS will be boosted, have lower latency, and get overall smoother gameplay. But before we start, these 15 steps are only a fraction of what our premium utility can do for your PC, which is why I encourage you to check out velocitytweaks.com. We have over 500 plus tweaks and over 250 reviews on both our Discord and website. So if the free utility helped you and you want to fully unlock the potential of your PC now, make sure you check out velocitytweaks.com. Now let's get started. Okay, so the first step will be downloading the pack that we'll be using in this video. And to do that, you're going to be joining our Discord server. You can either head to your browser and type in discord.gg/velocity, or just click the link in the description. Once you've joined the server, you're going to want to head to the bottom left where it says free tweaks and download Velocity's 15 tweaks pack. Once it's shown up in your downloads, you're going to want to open up the pack and drag the folder onto your desktop. And then once you've done that, just open it up. Now the first thing we're going to want to do is create a restore point. So open up the folder and double click on the restore point shortcut. Next we're going to want to click our drive and then click configure. Make sure system protection is on and drag the max usage to around 5%. Then click apply and OK. Then you're just going to want to click create, and once you've named it whatever you wanted, just click create. This is just in case that if anything does happen or you aren't getting the results that you expected, you can simply go back to the version of Windows without the tweaks. Next we're going to do Windows settings. So open the folder and double click the settings shortcut. The first place we're going to look into is system. Click on notifications. Make sure you turn your notifications off. Go to storage and make sure you turned off storage sense. Then once you've done that, click on home. Next we're going to click on devices. And if you don't use any wireless devices on your PC, I would recommend just turning Bluetooth off. Next we're going to click on apps, click on startup, and then turn off any applications that will start up when your PC is being turned on. Next we're going to click on gaming. Make sure that your game bar is turned off, but your game mode is turned on. Then click graphics settings, then turn on hardware accelerated GPU scheduling. You could also set your graphics performance preference for any game that you like, so I'm going to choose Fortnite. So click browse, click on whichever drive your Fortnite's installed on, program files, Epic Games, Fortnite game, binaries, and Win64. Then select each and every one of these EXEs. Then select one of them, click options, and then set it to high performance. And you're going to want to do this for each and every one of them. Once you're done with that, go back to the home menu. Last place we're going to want to go to is privacy. Scroll all the way down and then click background apps and make sure that your background apps are turned off. And once you're done all of that, you can just close out of your settings tab. Next is our free power plan. So open up the power plan folder and open up the power plan text document. Now what we need to do is import our power plan to our PC. So the easiest way we're going to do this is by clicking on the top bar right here, do Control C, and from the C to the last backslash, you're going to want to paste in the file location. Once you've done that, you can now copy the entire text. Click your Windows key and type in CMD and run as administrator. Then all you need to do is paste in the command and then click enter. It should say that the power plan has been imported successfully. So go back to the folder and open up the power plan shortcut. Right here at the bottom, you're going to see Velocity's power plan. And you're just going to want to select it and then you can close out. Next, we're going to be reducing some services. So open up the reduce services folder and then open up auto runs and then click agree. Next, you're going to want to click on log on and you're going to untick everything that only you can recognize. If you don't know what some of these files do, like this one right here, just leave it alone and don't mess with it. Next, you're going to want to go to schedule tasks and do the exact same thing. Just uncheck everything that you can recognize. And you're going to want to do it one more time in the services. Just uncheck everything that you do recognize and know you don't need running in the background. And once you're finished doing all of that, you can close it out. Next is our NVIDIA Profile Inspector settings. So double click on the folder and drag the NVIDIA profile onto NVIDIA Profile Inspector. Then just click OK. Next, we're going to reduce the GPU driver latency. So open the folder. You're going to want to right click on the MSI utility and run it as administrator. You're going to want to make sure that our GPU is selected for the MSI mode, but then also make sure all your interrupt priorities are set to undefined. And once you've done that, just click apply and then close out of it. Next, we're going to clean up storage. So open the folder, and here are 3 shortcuts that allow you to easily locate your temporary files. So open up the prefetch one, hit Control A on your keyboard, right click, and then click delete. If something can't be deleted, just click do this for all current items and then click skip. Then go back, open up the first temporary folder, do the same thing, Control A, right click, delete, and then go back, and one more time in the second one. So do Control A, right click, delete, do this for all current items and skip. Then go back, and now we're going to do the cleanup process. So open up the shortcut, select whichever drive you want to clean up, and you're going to want to make sure that all of these boxes are ticked. And once they're ticked, just click OK and then delete. Next, we're going to disable useless animations. So open up the shortcut, click adjust for best performance, then select show thumbnails instead of icons, and smooth edges on screen fonts. Then click apply. Next, we're going to disable Windows updates. So open the folder and open Windows Update Blocker. Then what you're going to want to do is click disable updates and then click apply now. And now you're done. The next step is by checking out velocitytweaks.com. So if you open up the shortcut, it'll take you straight to our website, and if you click boost now, you'll be able to see all of our different tweaking utilities. The deluxe tweaking utility is currently half off, so if you really want to take your PC to the next level, make sure you check out velocitytweaks.com. Next up is going to be device cleanup, so open up the folder and open up the shortcut. Then you're going to want to click Control A, click on devices, and then remove selected. And once it's done, just click the X button. Now we're going to be moving on to an optimized Fortnite config. So open up the folder, and we're going to be dragging this config into our Fortnite game folder. So click your Windows key and type in %local app data %, and then click enter. Next, you're going to want to go with the Fortnite game, saved, config, and Windows client. And we're going to want to drag our game user settings into the folder, and then just replace it. Now next we'll be disabling hardware acceleration. So in the folder there's going to be a readme, and it tells you the different applications that may have hardware acceleration on. If you want to turn your hardware acceleration off in Discord, scroll down until you see advanced and turn it off right here. And if you want to turn it off in your browser, click on the 3 dots, click settings, turn off continue running background apps when Chrome is closed, and turn off use graphics acceleration when available. Next up is defragmenting our drives. So open the folder and then open up the shortcut, and you're going to want to select the drive that you have Windows installed on and then click optimize. And now you're done. And lastly, we're going to delete our telemetry and debloat Windows. So open the folder, and finally we're going to delete our telemetry and debloat Windows. Keep in mind these 2 tweaks are a little bit risky. So if you don't want to take that risk, then that's 100% fine. But in my personal opinion, I think it's worth it. So open up the folder, and we're going to open the first application. Credit to Corby Tech for finding these tweaks, by the way. You're going to want to click Actions, and then Apply Only Recommended Settings. We already created a restore point, but if you really want to, you can click Yes, but I'm going to click No. And now you can close out the program. If it asks you to restart Windows, don't do it yet, because we'll be doing it at the end of this video. Last but not least is the WPD application. So we're going to want to disable telemetry, and then block the telemetry IPs. Then head over to Apps, and delete any Microsoft applications you may not want on your PC. And once you're done, just make sure you're clicking delete selected. And now you're fully done. Now I did include a bonus tweak at the bottom, but because only a certain amount of people can do this tweak, I marked it off as bonus. This tweak will only work if you have an Intel CPU with E cores. So if you have an i5-12600K and above, an i7-2700K and above, or an i9-12900K and above, you can do this step. If your CPU is lower than the ones I've named, do not do this step, because you will limit your performance. Open up the folder and run the System Explorer setup. Make sure Express installation is selected and click next. If it asks you about a security check, just click close. Now the first thing we're going to want to do is close out of all of these extra tabs and make sure we're on the processes tab only. Then click the 3 bars, click options, turn off show info panel, and make sure your PC starts System Explorer immediately when it's turned on. Now what we will be doing is turning off the E cores on our CPU. The reason why we do this is because some of the cores in the newer gen Intel CPUs are purposely made to be weaker, so they can run stuff more efficiently like Google Chrome or Discord. The problem is a lot of games nowadays can't tell the difference between a normal core and an E core, and because of that your PC might be held back tremendously. Now there are 2 ways of doing this. You can either turn off your E cores for your entire PC, or you can turn off your E cores for specific applications. In the written tutorial, I left a guide on how you can turn it off for certain applications, and I would recommend doing this if you're someone like me who needs the extra cores for something like video editing. But for the sake of this tutorial, I'm just going to show you how to turn it off completely. So at the top here where it says image name, you're just going to want to click it and find explorer.exe. Once you've located it, right click on explorer.exe, go to process priority, and select hide. Now this may be a little bit of a lengthy process due to it kicking us out after each option we select, but just be patient because I promise you that it's worth it. Right click on explorer.exe, go back to process priority, and make sure you select permanent. This is just so every single time you turn on your PC you don't have to change the settings. Now right click on explorer.exe and this time go to process affinity, and if you're on the i5 version of the CPU, you're going to want to untick every single number all the way up to 6. So if you're on the i5 version, numbers 1 through 6 should still be ticked just like this. Now if you're either on the i7 or i9 versions, you're going to want to untick every single one of these numbers up to 8 this time. So if you're either on an i7 or an i9, you're going to want to make sure numbers 1 through 8 are still ticked just like this. And once again, right click on Explorer.exe, go to Process Affinity, and select Permanent, just so you won't have to change this setting back every single time you turn on your PC. If you're done with both this step and the optimization pack, hit your Windows key and quickly restart your PC to enjoy the performance boost. If you found these 15 tweaks helpful, imagine how much more our premium utility can do for your PC. It's incredibly affordable and offers even more advanced optimizations. So if you're truly interested in getting the most out of your system, make sure you check out velocitytweaks.com. But that's going to be it for the video. Make sure to drop a like, subscribe with notifications so you never miss another tutorial like this, and comment down below if this truly helped you. Have a great day, guys.